Hey guys, it's me Stace. Welcome back to another Friday PIP, which is our Pinterest inspired project. Today we're making a really simple side easel card. This is the entire card there. You can see the easel popped up in the side of it. Then we have room for the greeting on the back side of that. Alright, so to get started you will need 3 pieces of cardstock, all the same color. I'm using Paper Tray Ink Honey Nut. This piece measures 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. This piece measures 2 1/2 by 4 1/2. This piece measures 1 by 2 1/2. Then you'll need 4 pieces of white cardstock. 2 of them measure 4 by 5 1/4. The piece for the front greeting, this one is 2 by 3 1/2. This piece is 3/4 by 2 1/4. Then we have our accent color. I chose Stampin' Up's Garden Green. This piece is 2 1/4 by 3 3/4. So the first thing we're going to do is work with our layers. Alright, so I have the piece that measures 4 1/2 by 2 1/2. You want to score that at a 1/2 inch and then 2 1/2. That's going to create the easel part for us. I'm going to fold that little flap down. So now we can see how it layers up. So we're going to put our green layer on top of that and our white layer on top of that. I'm first going to stamp on my white layer. I'm using May stamps. It is called Jump for Joy. If you like frogs, this is a darling little stamp set. I'm going to grab my Garden Green ink and also my Honey Nut ink. And we're going to grab the little frog. Actually, I'm going to do the greeting first. The greeting I'm using says Jump for Joy. Ink that up really well. I'm going to stamp this toward the bottom. Now our little frog. I'm going to stamp him up here. Okay, super cute. I'm not a frog person, I'm a monkey person, but these frogs are really adorable. Alright, now you can see I did add some twine here. What I did, I have this twine right here, but I think we got it from Walmart. And I didn't like the color, did not match what I used, so I just took it on a piece of white cardstock and I took my Stampin' Up Garden Green pad and I just rubbed it across it. That way it has that green color to it. And we're going to go ahead and attach that to the back. So I'm laying it across the front, taping it on the back, and I'm going to go around 2 times, just like that, and tape it in the back again, cut off my extra, and then take this piece and we're going to tie it into a little knot. So when you do your greeting, you don't want the greeting to be really low at the bottom. You can do it, if you want to do a bow or ribbon, you can also do that, but I thought I had this on hand, why not use it? And cut our ends off so they're not really long. Alright, so our greeting is done. I'm going to flip it over and put some foam squares on them. And I get these foam squares from May made it as well. I also get my art glitter glue from her as well. And I'm going to do all 4 corners and then 1 in the center. And I'm going to go ahead and squish the backs and take the backing off of those, and we're going to attach that to our accent color. In my case, again, this was Stampin' Up's Garden Green. That's going to go just like that. Alright, we can set that aside and set this aside. Let's bring in our piece of 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, our card base. Then we have our white layer to go on top of that. I'm going to bring this piece over. You're going to have that little 1/2 inch flap go behind that. Just going to bring it over here so I can kind of see where I'm stamping. Alright, so I'm going to go back in with that Honey Nut color ink, and I have these, I'm not sure what they're called. These, I want to say maybe cattails. Those, I'm going to stamp them. Let me grab those. And I'm going to grab a piece of scrap paper, just in case I go off. Alright, ink that up. Now I'm going to do 3 on the bottom here. There's 1, 2, and 3. Alright, now we're going to stamp some more frogs. I'm going to grab that green ink again, put that ink aside. Let's go back to our Garden Green. I'm going to grab that same jumper frog. Is that the one I used? I did, yeah. I'm going to stamp him over here. And I'm going to grab the other little frog I had. I'm going to stamp him right here. I'm also going to stamp him off the paper as well. So it looks like that. And I got a little green smudge right there. I'm going to take my mono eraser and just rub that away if I can. It's not going to be that noticeable. It's going to be behind our easel flap. Okay, that's about as good as it's going to get. All right, so we can set that aside. Now while we're here, I want to stamp the back of our card. So I'm going to go ahead with the smaller little jumping trail, I guess is what it's called. Stamp that in the lower right hand corner. And then the itty bitty frog right above that. Okay, that'll be for the back of the card. All right, now, when we still have our ink out, we're going to go ahead and take that white piece. This piece measured, again, 3/4 of an inch by 2.5. We're going to stamp, again, the bouncing trail. And I did that in green. Just like that. Okay, so all of our stamping is done. I'm going to close all this up and assemble our card. As we bring this piece back and this piece, I'm going to flip this over and put adhesive on the back. I'm going to use my sticky strip. I get this off also from MamieMadeIt.com. Any strong adhesive you have here is fine. Alright, give that a little bit of a rub, then peel the backing off. And you want to put this behind your white piece before you attach it to your base card. So I'm going to just hold it up, figure out where I want it, and bring it down. Just like that. Okay, so that's secured there. Now I'm going to grab my art glitter glue and glue this to the card base. Okay, glue that to this piece. Make sure it's nice and straight, centered. I'm going to flip it over and grab our back piece. Oh, that was my back piece. Hang on. Okay. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Why don't you all tell me? Stace, that's the back piece. You're messing up. Oh, okay, that glue is strong. Okay, this, I'm going to re-glue. This is the back piece. Did I ever do a video, guys, to where I'm not messing up or something? I don't think I have. Okay, we're going to put this guy back down there. This is the back of the card. The most important part here is the message, right? Okay, now we have the front of the card. Let's grab this. Okay, the same idea. I'm going to put some more glue on this piece. Okay, so just on the flap. Okay, and again, we're going to give it a rub and then peel the back off. Okay, all right, now we're going to take this, make sure you have the front part of your card, and just layer it where you want it to go. Okay, right there I think that's pretty good. All right, now we're going to flip it over and glue the back. I really do like making easel cards. I think they have such a pretty presentation to them, and they're not your normal everyday card. And this one definitely is different. I made easel cards before. I really do like the side ones. Alright, so now we're going to take this piece. Now this piece, you only want to put glue on this bottom piece here. So I'm going to pick it up, kind of fold it so I can see where to put it. You don't want to go all the way to the edge because this piece is shorter or not as wide. You don't need a whole lot of glue here, just a little bit to hold that guy up. I'm going to bring it down and then center this on there while my glue is still wet. And just give it a little squish. If you want a tad bit crooked, there we go. All right, now, lastly, we have to add this piece here. This is what's going to hold up the easel part of the card. Make sure it's straight. Or close. Now we're going to flip it over, and you want to use some foam squares to give this the lift it needs to hold the easel part up. I'm going to use 5 again, 2 in each corner and then 1 in the middle. Give them a squish, take the backing off, and we're going to attach that to the card, and our card is done. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of push this up on how far where I want it to go, and just make sure this piece is on there nice and straight, just like that. How cute, right? Isn't that such a cute little card? I love it. So we have that one here, and then we have this one here. So when they're laying flat, they'll look like this, but I think they just look really cute like that. You can see when we're done, there's really not a whole lot of space to write your greeting, so that's why we added the back piece to write the greeting on the back of the card. But there you have it, guys, our Pinterest inspired project. I will have the link below to the blog post that inspired this card. Any questions at all, please let me know. As always, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.